Welcome back to my channel, and today we are reviewing The Walking Dead, Michonne and Rick. So this is a Richonne kind of video here. So what I want to talk about is how this couple has evolved from season 3 to where we are right now in season 7. All right, so let's talk. Did not start out as a Richonne what you can say fan, because I didn't really think the couple was realistic. I've always enjoyed the dynamics between Rick and Michonne. I've always thought they had great chemistry, not necessarily sexual chemistry or romantic chemistry, but there was absolute chem with it. And I don't know, maybe because of Andrew Lincoln and Denai had such great rapport with each other that they just worked really well on screen. Okay, so they worked really good. But I just never saw a relationship. And maybe part of the reason was I couldn't make myself see a relationship. Because let's just be honest, they're an interracial couple. And still, even though interracial couples are, I won't say the norm, but they're everywhere. No one cares. No one bats an eye anymore. It doesn't even matter. And they're all over TV. But to me, I still felt there might have been a little hesitant on the writers and producers and not to go that direction with the show. And so I just kind of like, okay, maybe they will, maybe they don't. Still kind of underline supported them. But last season, but you know what? Let's not talk about last season. Prior to that, we saw tiny little Rick and Michonne. Like, I think they went out of their way to show just to show little things that they were like, their relationship was evolving, was growing. I mean, we started from the episode Clear, and that's the episode with Michonne and Carl, and when they found Morgan. That was when they went out on their own, and that was their first time you saw them two together. And they were enemies in that particular episode, and that episode kind of relates to this last episode we just saw in season 7, episode 10, New Best Friend. We kind of see how that kind of comes around full circle, all right? So that was the first time. And then even after that, there were certain episodes and scenes where you saw Michonne really show how much she cared for Rick and how much Rick cared for her. I mean, it was more than just, you're my best friend. And they became really best friends. But don't best friends make the best lovers? Let's be honest. But they really cared for each other. And that caring for each other really showed. In the way that Judy cares and not Judy, the way that Michonne cares and loves Judy and Carl, that to me was really fundamental in the whole part of Rick and Michonne getting together. You know, I think he's looking at this woman who's become almost like a mother figure to his pretty much motherless children. And he's looking at that and he's seeing that, and she takes that role and she embraces that role, and she embraces being that supportive figure for the kids and for Rick. I don't think at that time both of them saw their relationship becoming romantic, sexual, but they definitely had something there. There was a fire there, but they both just kind of kept it hidden. Even when Rick was dating that blonde girl in Alexandria, I can't for the life of me remember her name, but I still felt like that relationship, I don't, it didn't seem passionate to me. It just seemed like, okay, let's just stick him with some girl because, you know, Rick is the lead and he needs to have a girl. But it just did not seem like a relationship. So, anyways, after she died, thank goodness, and it was just them two, you again started to see that connection between Rick and Michonne. And again, I think they played into that until finally last season. Can't even tell you what episode, but you know, that great episode that we call Richonne. I'm just going to put the name of the episode right here. But in that episode, that's when we finally see them relinquish all that burning desire inside and have a sex scene. It was interesting, though, they went from, hey, you're my best friend, you're so sweet, you're so good. Even though there was a build-up, I have to say that episode when they actually made love was just like, whoa. A lot of people were shocked by it. I can't say I really was. No, I was shocked, but because I was more shocked that they were going to go there, even though they showed us little bits and pieces of it coming to that point. it was so good to see them actually go there. They have had a connection, a friendship connection, a love connection for a very long time, and they finally just brought them full circle. And it was going to happen. It was something that was in it better. Something that was eventually going to happen, and now that it happened, it's great. But after that, I was kind of worried that the producers would just drop it and just be like, okay, yeah, and just have them be like one of those not on camera scenes where they are loving each other, but we don't see it on camera. We just have to assume they're still together. But no, I mean, Gimble has been great. He has been showing them together, kissing, loving, hugging, sleeping together, whatever, showing that this is a true relationship. This is not no flyby. This is real, passionate relationship. And in this last episode, I have to go back to the last episode, episode 710, New Best Friends. Again, he kind of points to how their relationship began and all when he talks about, well, first of all, in the episode, you can see Michonne. Michonne has always been Rick's right-hand person. That was always been, I mean, when if Rick needed anything, Michonne was there to take care of it. So it was so good in a way to see that happen again, because honestly, he would not have been able to kill zombie Viking Acopolis Walker if it wasn't for Michonne, because he looked like he was just having struggling there, and she was like, listen, dude, use the wall. He used the wall, and boom, he was able to kill it. So that's his right-hand man, okay? Michonne was. And then when he comes around all bloodied and beaten up, and he's just looking so goofy, and she's looking at him like, oh my gosh, guy is so goofy and dumb, but he is my man. I love it. I just thought that was just so cute, and the way they hugged and he kissed her. That's a real passionate relationship. It's real. They built it. They stayed on it. Nothing has changed. So seeing them kissing and hugging together is just an evolved. Their relationship is growing stronger and stronger despite where they're at right now. Trying, about to start a war with Negan. They have such a strong, incredible relationship still. And then we go to that one piece when they're talking. And Rick goes and gets this garbage cat, this little metal wire cat, and he gives it to her. She's like, what the heck is this? And he's like, oh, you lost one. And so initially, I know a lot of people are sitting there like, what? The cat? But it does go back to that episode Clear, when that was their first episode when it's just them and two together. And at this point, in that episode, they couldn't stand each other. They did not like each other. He didn't trust her. She didn't trust him. But somehow, even though I don't remember in that episode them showing, she's showing the cat to Rick, it's definitely about that cat. So they took it full circle back. I mean, the fact that they took it back there is showing that they really, the producers and writers are really focusing on this character, on both of these characters and their love affair. I would say love affair, but their love for each other. So I thought that was just adorable and cute. And there's more episodes, which I'm sure is going to show them even deeper and even more romantically involved. So I have to say, for a person that was kind of skeptical about Michonne and Rick, and then enjoyed their dynamic relationship, even though I was okay if it was friendship, and then when it finally plateaued to that point of being not just friendship, but a real loving, passionate climax relationship to what it is now, it's so incredible to watch. I just love how they've evolved and how they've pretty much come full circle, and I just can't wait to see what's in store with them. They're literally like Bonnie and Clyde. I mean, they are awesome. Last episode, when they were able to knock out all those walkers together as a couple, I mean, how awesome is that? I mean, you can't. Yeah, I enjoy watching them. I mean, literally just watching how they work together, how they unfold together, their trust for each other, their love for each other. And I have to thank the writers for doing that. They did a really great job. There's some people who might still be skeptical about that relationship. I haven't really seen much at all. Anyone who's skeptical, I don't know how you can. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Is this a lasting relationship, season 8, season 9? Or is Gimble going to surprise us with something at the end of the season that's really just going to cut this relationship like to pieces? We don't want that. But, you never know in The Walking Dead. Everything is all up in the air. And speaking of relationship, Kara and Daryl, that's something to think about. That's another relationship where I'm pretty much in the same wavelength like I was with Rick and Michonne, where I was just like, they're so cute and all, but they're never going to get them together. And then they're just really good friends. Who knows? Well, that's something that really waits to be seen. Or maybe they just like having Daryl being like sexless. Who knows? I don't know. Such a handsome guy. You would think that he deserved a little something, something like everyone else. So right now, it just seems like Rick and Michonne are the other ones that they're going to be getting down on the show. Fine by me. So anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and comment. It seems like there's not going to be Walking Dead next week, or maybe it is. I think next week episode is mostly about Negan, but I've heard that the episode afterwards we're probably going to get a little bit more Rick and Michonne. I don't know. Love seeing. Who knows? But anyways, look out for that episode. Word on the street, if you are a big Richonne fan, there's something really nice is coming up on episode 712. It's going to make you really, really happy. So thank you for watching again. Let's keep the discussion going on Rick and Michonne. Where do you think they're going to go with this couple? Where do you want for them to take this couple? All right, babies, the couple is, who knows? All right, thanks, and bye.